Okay, October 12th, 2019. Fish are happy and big. I have not been feeding very regularly because I want to keep the nitrogen to potassium ratio. I think it's potassium or phosphate, I'm not sure, but keep nitrogen down so the plants will fruit. Spiral filters, they're radials. Radial filters. This was some wild carrot that I saved seeds from, medicinal, boom, but that's grown out of the dirt. Blueberry, you can see where it is, it's bright red. And I'm not sure if it's gonna die or not, we'll see. The kiwis haven't grown in like a month. I overfilled my tank about a month ago. I left it run all day with hose water. And I feel like that made everything in here just pause. Pause. Which was a bummer because that was like the prime growing season. But that's why you gotta get a timer for your hose and not just say, oh, I'll remember it. I walked past it when I turned it on. I can remember to turn it off when I walk back past it. Those are tomatoes, of course, cherry tomatoes. And the mushroom plant is basically done. And I'm gonna chop it down pretty soon once the tomatoes are done because they hang on it. The orange trees, putting out lots of branches and leaves and things. Good growth from the orange tree. The lettuce bed has gone totally to seed down there, and pretty soon I'll be collecting. Looks like there's some fluff on one of the flowers. Let's see. I haven't been out here lately. I've been really busy. Okay, so those are seeds from this lettuce, and I got lots of other lettuces, blah 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 blah. Tomatillos right there, or someone told me they're not tomatillos, they're gooseberries. Looks like that not a tomatillo plant is just about done. I should tear it out. Lots of stuff needs to come out. The tomatoes are done, that's got to come out. Marshmallow's done. I'm just gonna cut it back and leave the roots in place. Maybe it's a mother plant or something. I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. Strawberries, good producers. Then the light ones, they came from the beach, and these are supposedly white ones. And the only thing they've ever produced for me is more runners, and I'm starting to think they're like some invasive species. Got a weed growing there. I'm not sure what that is, but I'll probably take it out soon. How it is with aquaponics, you kind of leave weeds in as a novelty. Raspberry that goes all the way up and across, seeking the sun. Raspberry was not very lucky this year. It got overshaded by a bunch of other stuff, mostly the red currant bush and the marshmallow plant. Lots more tomatoes. Didn't really like these tomatoes. They're aromas or aroma type. They're called Health Kick. And they're supposed to have lots of lycopene in them, but I didn't like the texture very much for eating just raw. Lemon cukes, and I just need to take these down. They're basically done. All the leaves are covered in mildew. But this trellis was a big success and gave me a lot of growing space compared to not having the trellis. I did find that the other stuff over here, growing out of the grow bed, got shaded out, so it had to run for sun. These guys. I think it was cilantro or parsley. And then, of course, these big leaves are the zucchini, which is right there. Zucchinis are kind of interesting. Their diameter is strongly influenced by the health of the plant. So, I think, or like water supply or something, but it's very variable in an aquaponic system that's not regular. You can see how it tails off there at the end. Yeah, that's because that was when the microbe thing, when I overfilled the tank, I think. Anyway, actually I was gonna pull this plant, but it looks like it's got a couple more little zooks growing off to the side. I'll see if it goes. This bean plant, I'm just leaving in so that I can harvest the beans. Ooh, looks like that is ready to harvest right there. Muskmelons did not go this year. Looks like they're officially toast. The parsley did though, and I used it a lot in my soups. That was nice. Zucchini, pumpkin, everything. Downstairs is just a ghost town, and I'll probably just leave it in place with no plants, just as a biological filter area. Middle section did okay, but it was also reaching for the sun, and I'm thinking maybe if I put a trellis here and go up, maybe that'll give these plants more room to expand. Here's my fermented seeds, but I forgot about them. Yeah, get some more water in there real quick. Let's see if that, gotta do something with that. So the seeds, bunch of ball bearings, too much hydroton. So basically, the way you are supposed to do tomato seeds and other kinds of seeds is you squish the juice into a cup or something and then let it ferment, and then the I think the biological activity outside the seed coats the seed in, it gets the seed ready or something, and so then it's ready for seeding and it does a lot better, hopefully. See lots of beans here. Boom. Behind it. Okay, so I'll have to try to remember to come back to this thing in a day or so and get the seeds, or else I'll have to add the water again. Spider web, and there's the spider, relatively tiny spider. We got lots of them here, and I don't squish one of them because they are special. With all the news about declining insect biomass, I think it's important to have havens, you know, and I think my property is kind of one of the havens. We don't have any sprays or whatever. There's all the onions from, well, not really all of them. There's a plant I don't know, and there's an onion, a couple of them, growing from the, there's another one, growing from the, what I've cut, you know, cut the roots and plant them, and they either rot and become plant food, or they grow and become human food. Lemon cukes, the leaves are toast, everything's toast, time to remove it all and plant more plants. And there's my beautiful wife Sarah, who never wants to be in a video, and now she is. So hello Sarah.
Hello video.
Alright. Okay, so that's basically it.